Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Brittany, and welcome back to yet another episode of Believe It with B. Have y'all missed me? Because I've definitely missed y'all. One thing that I absolutely love, and adore about my supporters and subscribers is that you all do just that. You support me in everything I do. You all have been so patient and understanding as I've been trying to find myself, find the time to fit in what I love to do, which is talking to you all, sharing ideas, sharing love and support, and creating a safe space and platform for us to be able to build together. And so with all of the hectic, crazy travel with work, with the change in roles and getting adjusted to that travel schedule, it's been pretty difficult for me, but I appreciate all you guys for always having my back as usual, and being there and being understanding. So without further ado, during my little hiatus, we'll call it, I've had a lot of time to think about, rebranding and future content that I want to post to you all. And so this vlog will be a little bit different than the other ones. I feel like my other vlogs focus more on things that we can do to be positive and be uplifting. And I hope this vlog is that as well. But this vlog is intended today to be a little bit more of real talk. So we're going to title this one, How to Break a Broke Mindset, okay? So we all know life is tough. Life is hectic for us all. But when life throws things at us and gives us lemons, sometimes we just got to catch what we can, drop what we can't, juggle them boys, and throw them in a blender and make some lemonade. Or if you were like me, you just take grapes and stomp to make wine, and there you go. Whatever, y'all know what show y'all on. So speaking of, we're about to dive right into some real talk today, y'all. So I will meet y'all on the other side and grab your glass of wine. Let's get started. And so y'all know I love my 3 bullet points. It helps me stay on track and keep from rambling. And it also gives us nice little take-home points that we can easily remember and easily put in our arsenal to permanently annihilate a broke mindset. And so those 3 things that we're going to discuss today are: number 1, kill the stinking thinking and all of the negative Nancy talk and behavior associated with it. Number 2, evaluate the perception of failure, because often it's just an illusion. And finally, we have to learn to decipher fault versus responsibility. And so these are 3 meaty topics, but I swear, y'all, I will promise to try to cover them in a few critical minutes. So now we're jumping right in. So the very first thing we have to do is kill this stinking thinking, as my dad likes to say. And all of the negative, self-loathing behavior around it is so counterproductive to what we're capable of doing. And sometimes it feels therapeutic to wallow in our own sorrow, but we cannot stay there too long. We gotta wallow, roll and get up. We got about 5 seconds of wallowing before we roll in the mud and get dirty, okay? So let's do things to push us up and not just fall and stay down. It's okay to get down, but it ain't okay to stay down. Pick yourself back up and kill that stinking thinking. I read a quote, actually, it was yesterday, that I really liked, that I thought touched on this a lot. And it says 97% of the people who quit too soon are employed by the 3% who never gave up. And I love that quote. Now we can talk about how it's not really completely true, because that would imply that everybody who's not a CEO is working. And of course we have children, we have people who are not working, and we wouldn't have any unemployed population. But hey, that's neither here nor there. I love the quote because it really speaks toward that perseverance and the fact that the people that reach their level of success, outside of them having maybe some sort of talent or intelligence or capabilities, the only other thing that they had that you didn't is that they failed to give up. And I feel that if we all fail to give up and we just keep pushing forward, we're gonna get further than where we started. But we gotta kill the stinking thinking. So the second thing that we need to do is evaluate the perception of failure, because oftentimes it's just an illusion that we failed. I actually came up with this thought when I was talking to one of my best friends, Elissia, and she is an all-around amazing black woman. Let me just tell you, this girl is a chemist. She has a very successful podcast that she's doing. Quick shameless plug on her. Will you all please follow the link in the description below and follow her podcast? Her podcast is called theresearchher because she's a female who does science. It's awesome. But as y'all know, I love my friends and I love to brag on them. So, but she's actually very, very amazing as a woman. She talks about some amazing things on her podcast, ranging from mental health to physical health to diet and nutrition, to women empowerment topics, to everything. I mean, I just can't go on enough. But you guys, I'll leave a link in the description box for you guys to check out her podcast as well. So do your thing, sis. But no, we were talking about this topic last time we were on the phone, and we talked about just our general fear of trying new things or going after things that we really love. And I had asked her, just in casual conversation, you know, what's something that you've done and really given 100% effort to and did not succeed? She was quiet and we thought about it. And then the question I asked her actually made me stop and think about it for myself as well. And we just laughed and laughed and laughed, because the funny part was neither one of us could think of one thing that we've ever tried to do and give our all 100% honest try and failed. And I would say that that's probably true for the majority of us. If you all, I challenge you all right now, name one thing that you've tried and given your all in your life. Something that I'm going to eat, sleep, and breathe this, and I'm going to learn this. And then you just fail, and you fell flat on your face. I highly doubt it. The reason is our nature is to persevere. Our nature is to rise above. Okay, when challenges come our way, we're meant to overcome those obstacles. So your natural innate personality is going to pull you through, and it's going to pull you out of the things that you're most scared to do. You're going to have that fight or flight response when you try something new, because it is scary. But at the end of the day, if you cannot name one thing that you've tried and honestly failed at, I'm not saying like, oh, I tried to play the trumpet once in 6th grade and I quit. Like, yeah, you probably didn't even like trumpet, but I used to play trumpet, by the way, and I didn't care for it either. But you know, for some people who that's their passion, they may have gone to more lessons than you. They may have, you know, refused to quit after so many times they wanted to. Bottom line is, we're not going to let ourselves fail. The likelihood of us actually failing is very, very low. It's our fear that's high and the perception that we think that we're going to fail. But let's just agree to take the first scary step together, and then we'll be so happy we did it. Okay, so the third and final point is, I think, one of my favorites, and it's my favorites because I personally struggle with it the most. And whoo, did I struggle. Let me go ahead and take a sip. You know, sometimes when you gotta get the truth down, sometimes it's easier if you sip it down with wine. Just a little sip. Okay. So with fault versus responsibility, I particularly struggle with this when I was younger, because one of the big things I remember always saying was like, it's not my fault I'm broke, or it's not my fault I don't have the things that I want. And I guess to an extent as a child, yeah, maybe, I guess. But, you know, I had to continuously, as I got older, push myself out of that unproductive mindset, because while it wasn't my fault that I was in that position, it is my responsibility as an adult to give myself better. If you're broke as a child and you end up broke as an adult and you end up broke as an elderly person, is that still your parents' fault? You know, at that point, can you really assign blame? And the whole point of this is not to assign fault or blame or any of that, or to place guilt or, you know, misplaced responsibility or anything. It's just the ownership piece, that if you want a better life, you have to give it to yourself, you know. And same in terms of happiness with your job and relationships and things like that. If you're not satisfied at work, you need to understand why. And it may not be your fault that you ended up at that job, but is it your responsibility to ensure that you have job satisfaction and job fulfillment? Is it your fault that you may have ended up in the wrong relationship? No. But is it your responsibility to make sure that you put your heart first and you put your best interest first? Absolutely. So when we talk about fault versus responsibility, I think it's less productive to assign fault and blame, and it's more productive and ultimately going to get us to our desired outcome if we were just to hold ourselves responsible for the life that we want. At the end of the day, we're the only ones that can give it to ourselves, no one else. So it's something that's I guess a little scary in that, but it's more empowering. That's like the only person that can give you the life you want is you. So that's what I intend on doing. I intend on using these 3 things that we talked about today and beyond to really break this broke mindset for good, and really start to frame ourselves and prep ourselves and align ourselves with the life that we can truly have. But we got to get out of our own way, and it starts with these simple things. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope that it was useful to you guys. Again, as always, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if this helps you guys. We need topics, guys. We need future topics, and I only want to discuss things that are important to the larger group. So drop some comments down below, and we're going to keep this discussion going. What are the things that you guys keep in mind to kill your broke mindset or kill your negative mindset, or anything that you feel like holds you back in your life? I'm so curious to hear like what you guys do to, you know, realign yourself to where you need to be. So let's keep the conversation going. It is awesome to be back with you guys. I will see you guys for the next episode. As always, be blessed, be patient, and stress less. Love ya.